Alright, for my presentation on the medicinal plant, I chose to do eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is actually one of the essential oils I keep on hand, and I had to use recently because I have a little bit of a cold, if you can't tell. This tree is predominantly in Australia. This tree has a lot of different species. It's been around since early 16th century, excuse me. But no one's really sure where it really originated from, so they kind of give Australia credit with being the one that, where it's originated, because that's the best they can kind of figure out. They think it evolved from rainforest. That might be the reason why there's 800 species, because of, evolutionary biology and that kind of thing. With the rainforest, all the changes in the soil and climate and landscape and deforestation and all that kind of stuff. It's actually derived from the Greek word eucalyptus, which means well covered. This actually refers to the cup-like membrane that is on the budding flowers, which you can actually see in the picture. See right there, these little flowers. They kind of have this weird little thing covering it. There are 3 grades of oil, which I actually did not know before I started doing my research. Only 25 species of eucalyptus is actually used for the oil. We all pretty much know that, some of them are used for medicinal and aromatic purposes, but one I didn't know was industrial use. And industrial use, they use those 3 on there because they don't smell very strong. They don't have a lot of the compound eucalyptol, which is the compound found in eucalyptus. And they use it to separate metallic sulfides from ores. And they use this actually in the mining industry. I also did want to point out this beautiful picture I put up on here. It is a rainbow eucalyptus, and you can find that in Florida, in Maui. And you can actually buy these online if you actually want to get one. We don't have the best climate for it, or in South Carolina we don't have the best climate for it, but you can still try. Aromatherapy. I use it for at home for aromatherapy. You can use it in a vaporizer, humidifier, an aroma lamp, or you can make your own spray, or you can just add a few drops to a bowl of hot water, place a towel over your head, and inhale the vapors coming off. That was pretty cool that it has all these germ-killing properties that I was not aware of, especially with E. coli. Hopefully we can use that in the future. And you can relieve pain with it as well. You would want to massage the oil in a circular motion on the affected area. Used to treat wounds and infections. That was interesting that malaria is one of the things that it treats. Chicken pox, you usually hear about oatmeal. Candida, herpes, shingles. Wish I knew that when I had shingles. You can manage disease, such as diabetes, myalgia, personal hygiene. You can use it in deodorant. It helps with dandruff, repelling insects. I actually put eucalyptus in my homemade insect repellent that I make every year with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of vodka, eucalyptus. I put a couple things in like lavender and peppermint as well. Of course, as precautions, don't keep it away from your kids, your infants, pets. Just 5 milliliters of this if it's ingested by a child, can actually kill them. So you definitely want to keep it away from your kids. Don't use it too much because it could cause headaches as well, and you never want to use it unless it's diluted. To never put fully concentrated oil onto your skin. Potential issues. They have been talking about starting plantations in the United States, and there's been a couple issues with sustainability. Some species might not like this particular smell that this gives off. The fire risk, because the bark on some of these species actually peel. That could be a fire hazard, especially when you have so many large trees in one area. Same thing with the water, so many trees require so much water. Invasiveness, might get out of control if we don't really pay attention to it. And then my favorite slide is this one with the koalas. I love this little koala meme. Koalas don't actually get high. They just sleep a lot. They sleep a lot because the diet, which is all eucalyptus, is very fibrous, very low in nutrition, and they have to eat so much of it every day. The cool thing I found out was that they actually don't really drink a lot of water because eucalyptus has 55% water in each of the leaves. so they don't really need to drink any water. And one big problem with koalas in captivity is they're really picky about the eucalyptus. They only eat leaves from the several species. So sometimes, when they're in captivity, they're not native to their native land. They sometimes don't really like the food that they're being served anymore. And there's my references, and that's it. Thanks.